Now, how do we, as nations, could organize cooperation to reach universal responsibility for better world?
几个说是，是吧？啊。I think firstly, any sort of movement, where it start individual person, then you should start compassionate atmosphere within your own home, your own family. Then share your neighbor from one single person, 10 people, one family, 10 family, 10 family, 100 family, go like that, like as a ripple survey.
Like ripple effect. Ripple effects.
Any sort of change start from individual. Government cannot do much. UN also cannot do much. So therefore, each individual should feel, I have the opportunity, make some better, make some contribution, better world, like that. And then sometimes, I think one example, in Europe, the European Union, wonderful. German, French, in the early part of 20th century, killing, war. One my friend, not only friend, but my teacher, the quantum physics, von Weizsäcker, in 1990s, his own age also now 90s, once he told me, when he was young, then every French eye, German is their enemy. German eye similar. When we talk these things, the 1990s, then he told me, nowadays that kind of sort of attitude completely changed. French as their neighbor, human brothers. Similarly, Germany. So if European Union not start, then I think last few decades, I think they are very possible to some fighting, some killing. Because European Union develop, then at least the member state peaceful. So now this spirit should extend. Sometimes I usually I sort of express the NATO headquarters should shift to Moscow. Then the Russian mentality, some kind of fear. I have been Russia few times. I notice in public mind, West is some kind of, you see, threat, source of threat. So that must change. So if you see the NATO headquarters shifted there, then eventually Russian Federation should join European Union. I think very important. Then Russia geographically bridge west and east, Siberia, eastern. So I think Russian can make, I think, certain contribution. Then some influence in China. I think very important. So then Latin America, some kind of union must develop. And Africa, whole Africa, too big, but Northern Africa, Southern Africa, East Africa, West Africa, some kind of union, sooner or later, must develop. Otherwise, small country and spend a lot of money for weapon and killing each other. Terrible. Like that. So, you, as a member of the European Union and a small country, I think you can make some significant contribution regarding the promotion of oneness of humanity. Thank you.
Okay. Good morning. First of all, I would like to thank Your Majesty for coming here, Your Holiness. Just maybe a first brief remark, because you mentioned the conversion. And recently, actually, I've decided to convert, and I would never ask anyone or advise to convert, but I think one of these very few cases which actually I feel it made me feel right and helped me to actually go into feeling detached from the reality. So that was a very good experience. Having said that, no single person, I will try not single person to convince to try a religion. It doesn't make any sense. Secondly, I would like also to thank you very much for your support. Sorry?
What did it?
Secondly, I would like to thank you very much for your support for ecological movements. I'm myself part of ecological movement.
Oh,
we have
very good.
I live currently in Belgium. We have a very big challenge ahead. Those who came from Belgium, they know very well what is coming. So I would like to thank you in 2 or even 3 languages that we use in Belgium. So merci bien, vielen Dank, dank u.
Yes. Okay.
And third thing, if I can just take a little bit of time, something negative. It's a question because we've been discussing about different religions, and this is something that I cannot understand. Like, we've got all this cruelty in the world. The world is very difficult. You've been mentioning the situation in Tibet. There is a rise of nationalism in Europe. Thank you for mentioning European Union. I work for the European Union, and I'm afraid of what is happening. I'm very much afraid. How is it possible that the karmic law, the God, the Allah, allows for such world which is so difficult?
I think overall, I think a human being, particularly in Europeans, I think because of the past, so a lot of suffering as a result of war, First World War, Second World War, I think people generally, as I mentioned earlier, more mature. So, and I think Africa and some sort of Latin America area and Middle East also, I think the European people's way of thinking is more advanced, I feel. So, you should keep your sort of determination, and firstly ecology, and then religious harmony. So these things, not easy, not like machine, automatic machine, push, because of the
Switch the button on.
switch button, then work. Human problem, not like that. Human mind is very sophisticated, like that. But you should not lose your courage, your, determination. Very important. I'm 84-year-old. Age 16, I lost my freedom. Age 24, I lost my own country. I always keep my inner strength, confidence. Main sort of base of confidence is truthful, honest. That's very important. Okay. Yes?
Good morning, Your Holiness. A few years ago when you were here, you stressed the importance of developing awareness, and I've kept that in my heart, but I was still wondering, how do you recommend to develop awareness within yourself?
Yes. In the West, when we say mind or psychology, mainly refer sensorial, 5 sensorial sort of experience or consciousness. So sensorial level entirely depend on the sense of organs. So there's limitation. Now wisdom and memory, even sort of anger, these come with sixth mind, not sensorial level. Sensorial level consciousness, just like informer or informer.
The senses are like doors through which you get the information.
So now, the important is, I think, early morning is the best period. Then think about mind. The first time, I think, close your eye. Eventually, not necessarily close eye. Just think about we call sixth mind, main mind. That at the beginning, not easy, but such practice, the time, very important factor.
You need to cultivate the habit of observing your mind in this way.
Then gradually you get sort of the feeling, nothing, empty. Because eye consciousness, ear consciousness, they are not inactive. So the sixth mind, only sixth mind, something empty. Then still meditate on it. Then gradually you get the feeling of something like mirror itself. The chuthamana shichi, kora mixeke, chik duzus meding, ine chiki sukta chiruri samano dekan shatungechi.
So as you cultivate the habit of observing your mind in this way, while all the senses are disengaged, initially you experience a sense of absence. There's nothing really being experienced. But as you get more and more used to it, at some point you will get a sense there is some kind of reflection type experience, where something that is insubstantial but at the same time had the ability to reflect the content of your experience. That will emerge.
Then one Buddhist practice is, then the mind itself is always momentarily changing, never remain stand still. So past, future, present. Past gone, future not yet come, present. Then where is present? Day, hour, minute, second. We can't find present. Without present, difficult to identify past and future. So there must be present. But if you investigate, like quantum physics, we can't find. So similarly, things not exist as appears. Appearance is something there. The mind also is something there. But if you investigate, you can't find. So now, Indian tradition, tenpa ni yo chati.
So in the Indian tradition, then we invoke the notion of two levels of reality.
Kuzo tenpa, tanda tenpa.
The
Mudigu
relative,
ishirda.
the relative level of everyday convention, and then the ultimate level, or the truth.
Oh. So because kanda anda thegi sadre, ji nyomu di manguchi ko kanda yu ngene pige yedeba chi samlo khone di dhane nyomu chi do. That di zawane medeba chi. Tanye ji wang yeba samma do medeba samlo khona di chimi namdo ji rengshu shukchung ra tende ya da.
So the point of doing this kind of deeper reflection is because when you examine the way in which our human emotions work, many of the strong emotions that cause us trouble really arises on the basis of some kind of assumption of objective existence outside, that somehow we relate and engage. And once you are able to understand that actually that objectivity that we assume is not really the case, that when you probe the reality, it no longer can withstand such analysis, then that intensity of the emotion already will be lost. So that's why it is helpful.
I myself, you see, I think my age 15, 16, I already developed interest about ultimate reality. Then I much sort of pay attention, reading, study, and think. Particularly last now 20 years, I really seriously thinking that immense help is to tackle the destructive emotion, which is based on the because of using many rangsen shembe lotigi lotil tending
So these kind of reflections are really powerful antidote against those emotions that tend to be so dependent upon some form of strong grasping and assumption of objective reality.
Then altruism, mainly Shanda Deva's book, really very helpful. All our destructive emotion very much deals with self-centered attitude, me, and grasping independent existence. So understanding about shunyata, the antidote of grasping. And then altruism is the antidote, reduce self-centered attitude. Nganya tane samna so dangzinda jinjin yu de zu du damshe so de pa le she de xiu ke do.
So by using these kind of practices, when you are able to somehow loosen the grip on our psyche imposed by these two tendencies, one of grasping and one of self-centeredness, then you can actually experience a sense of relief and freedom.
Okay, this side now.
Thank you, Your Holiness, for allowing me to ask this question. I am from Ireland, and when I think of Tibet a bit like Palestine and Gaza. And my question to you would be, what do you think can you give me any advice, or what do you think what's happening over there between Israel and Palestine and Gaza? It's very sad, you know?
Yes, very sad. And on top of that, the United States, some sort of the
The funding that has been discontinued.
Very sad. But fortunately, like UN, some sort of human rights they really they raise a serious question about Palestine. Very sad. Very sad. The other day, I met among the hotel
Among staff at the hotel.
I asked, what was his country? then Palestine. Immediately I feel very sort of sad. Then India, Goristan.
So I hugged the person.
So we also, through our own experience, we know very well how much suffering, not only physical level, but emotional level. So we have full sort of sympathy, but nothing can be done. Whole world, just, based on their self-centered attitude and power. I have many friends, Jewish friends, wonderful, very capable, but they
Israel.
Oh, Israel. Oh. I think Jewish people I respect, I admire. Really, they are very able people, but sometimes they discriminate Jewish and Palestine. It's sad, very sad. Thank you. Ninja.
Before you said there is no individual self, does that mean we have no different selves, or everybody is the same self? And how come that in reincarnation you remember other lives and you could pick out the cup and the bell from the before Dalai Lama? Doesn't that mean that the same self is going on in different lives?
I mean, individual self, there. You and me, two persons. So 7 billion human beings, separate human being, separate, if we accept the soul, separate soul. Then, third in Dalai Lama, the concept of reincarnation, rebirth. Rebirth, same soul. But the reincarnation, not necessarily same person. Among the previous, say, 13 Dalai Lama, you see, some Dalai Lama, some sort of different manifestation of different soul. It clearly mentioned. From first Dalai Lama till seventh Dalai Lama, more or less same line. But then different sort of soul also come. So I never feel I was 13th Dalai Lama. I never feel that. So reincarnation, you see, like the second Dalai Lama, after he died, his vision, he reached certain area and he received instruction where he should go next. Then the instructor told him, you should go to Tibet and Tulung Morgus.
In a particular region called Tulung.
Oh. So he born third Dalai Lama, like that. So sometimes you see, so nobody deny existence of self. Altruism, very much based on self. So should not mix the selflessness and the ultimate level selflessness, or the according practice of altruism without self-centered attitude, that also we call selflessness. But then ultimate reality, selflessness. So you should, I think if may I say so, you should study more.
Hi.
I think this will probably have to be the last question because time is already up.
Okay. Well, thank you for taking my question. I stay at home and I take care of 2 small children, and I was wondering if you have any advice for parents. What's the most important thing they need to teach children today, or any general parenting advice? Thank you.
I have no children, so no experience. So, in generally, I think a parent should provide maximum love to your children. That's important. One from here. Thank you.
This will be the last one, yeah.
Thank you, Your Holiness.
Tashdele.
My question is about being a Buddhist monk. You were talking about the benefits of religion in this troubled world for 7 billion people. And you are a Buddhist monk in this life. And my question is, how does a Buddhist monk, apart from you being so great as Dalai Lama, but just a Buddhist monk, how does a Buddhist monk benefit 7 billion people and other beings?
Firstly, monk and nun, I think we are the contributor of birth control. Then celibate monks, nuns, I think their life is a much sort of less problem. Person with family, even you see the individual, I mean the father or mother themselves, you see, try to content or something, but because of their children, children's parent, because the wife,
Their spouses. Yeah.
oh, and then gradually grandchildren. So endless problem. So in that case, I usually see telling Western monks, nuns, that's the consolation.
That's a consolation for being a member of a monastic.
When we see lay people, lot of problem, then that's the consolation. We celebrate monk and nun. Now last question. Yes. I think 2 questions. From here, 2 questions. From here, 2 questions. Then end. Yes.
Yes, okay. Good morning. Yes, I would like to ask, what do you think we can expect to experience after our bodies here on earth die?
As I mentioned earlier, the subtle level of mind continuously. The non-Buddhists, they call independent self, Atma. So it continues. So I think awakened state, certain level of mind. Dream state, another deeper level. Deep sleep, another deeper level. Faint, another deeper level. At the time of dying, deeper level. So still, the kasota says some
So throughout these different progressively subtler states, the basic consciousness continues to remain, which is
there
the
are
experience of luminosity.
many different level of the sixth consciousness. There are many different levels. So subtle level, no beginning, no end. Okay.